All right. Good morning, good morning, good morning, good people. Let's get ready to do this. 3 reasons network marketers should brand themselves and not their company. 3 reasons network marketers should brand themselves and not their company. So Cornelius, Bethany, good morning. Good morning, Sandra. Sandra, you got to hang out with my man Mikey. Good morning. I saw some pics. All right, so let's not delay any further. And let's just go ahead and did Mikey hit his goal. We're gonna talk about that, Bethany. We're gonna talk about that really soon because I'm excited about that. We're gonna talk about that in 1 second. All right, let's go ahead and start the program this morning, I guess. All right, let me bring Periscope on. There we go. All right, good morning, Periscope. All right, here we go. Good morning, and welcome to Talking Money in the Morning Live with your main man, H Cortez, the one and only financial health mentor to the Black community, where I do my absolute best to bring practical yet proven wealth building strategies to working men and women all over this great nation of ours. It is truly an honor, privilege, and a blessing to come to you live and direct from Project 1000 studios here in St. Louis, Missouri. If you are not familiar with Project 1000, last month we brought 40 people into Project 1000. This month we brought another 15 in so far. And what we are doing is we are helping 1,000 families in the year of 2017 get on the road to building financial stability and ultimately a legacy and an empire. And we stand on 4 main pillars. We teach people how to first and foremost minimize their taxes. It's hard to build wealth when you're overtaxed. Secondly, we teach you how to eliminate debt. You're definitely not building wealth when you're overtaxed and you're drowning in debt. Third, we want you to fix your taxes and get out of debt because that frees up the money so that you can start investing. So we teach you some practical investment strategies. And fourth, we teach credit education, how to restore and maintain a solid FICO score. And we teach you how to leverage other people's money to contribute to the building of your empire. And believe it or not, we do all of that for a membership that costs $1.17 per day. I'm going to say that again. We give you all of that, the tools, the resources, the education to build an empire from scratch for an investment of $1.17 per day. Or if you're looking at a monthly cost, that is $34.95 per month. You can't go anywhere. We're talking about from start to roll with us to where pretty much everybody kind of plateaus at. That's almost the equivalent of a master's degree type education in finance. that you get for $34.95 per month. And how can I say that? Because one of the people that I'm learning from has turned $10 into over 700 million, right? And the people that he's training, they are all millionaires, some of them multi-millionaires, and then my direct coach and mentor is a seven-figure career in the industry himself as well. So I can say without a shadow of a doubt that you can build a family empire from scratch if you have the right strategies, if you have a team of people around you helping you, and if you have the right mindset. That's why our motto for our team is, if you can shift your mindset, you can shift your income. So if you want more information on Project 1000 and want to know how you can be a part of it, simply text the phrase Project 1000 to 314-874-6887. Again, text Project 1000 to 314-874-6887. Guys, if you don't have $1.17 per day to invest in your future, or you are unwilling to do that, that's one of the things that we try to fix is mindset, right? Because we find a lot of other things to do with $35 per month. And a lot of other things that we can do with it. And some of those other things that we're doing with $35 a month is the very reason we can't live our dream. It's the very reason we can't invest. It's the very reason we don't have emergency funds, right? So you have to start investing in your long-term future and delay some of that short-term gratification. And that's what Project 1000 and our team, our collective, will help you to do. So if you are checking us out on Periscope, do me a favor. I don't know how you swipe the screen and join the program or subscribe and all of that, but I know if you tap the screen, you can give me some hearts. And I think that means something in the world of Periscope. On Facebook, do the same thing. You guys have already shared the show, so I appreciate that. But also the likes and the hearts tells Facebook that we have some quality content. So if you can help me out there, that means something to Facebook. Not necessarily to me, because I know that you guys are here every morning, so you let me know how much support you have for me. And if you haven't already hit the button to subscribe and get notifications to the show, you want to do that as well. And then for my folks on YouTube, I'm going to figure out how to get live chat going on YouTube. I haven't figured it out. I'm going to figure it out, y'all. I promise, on how to get live chat going on YouTube so I can communicate with you guys live during the show as well, but I haven't figured it out just yet. But subscribe to the channel if you haven't already, and then go ahead and grab the link and share it on your favorite social media timeline, and let's introduce the show to some other people in your network as well. And really quickly, you guys know who the show is for, right? The show is for risers and grinders, man. You got to be ready to get up, get out, and get something in today's economy, because if you're sitting back waiting on all lights to turn green before you step on the gas, you will be waiting forever. You got to get off your rump, man. Get off your assets and go create some assets. Y'all get that? Get off your assets and go create some assets, right? That's what this show is for. That show is for legacy builders. If you're trying to build a legacy for your family, if you want your great grandchildren to still remember you and know your story, it starts today. Every day you have to be doing something to push that envelope forward. Every day. Because I guarantee you, when it's all said and done, I'm changing the family history for my family, and you could do the same thing. In fact, I invite you to do that very thing with me. And as you guys know, I am a future billionaire. Actually, I'm a billionaire already. I just hasn't manifested the billions, right? Because you know how I teach you how to be, then you do, and then you can have. You have to be who you want to be, so you start doing the things that is required to have the things of the person that you are becoming, right? You have to be so you can do, so you can have. So I've become a billionaire here. Now I'm doing the things that billionaires do so I can actually have and manifest the billions, right? And if we race to a billion together, guys, and we come up short, what if we get to 50% of our goal? I think y'all can figure out how to live on 500 million. If we only get 10% of our goal, I think you can figure out how to live on 100 million. If we get 1% of the way there, who can live on 10 million? That's why we set our aspirations so high. It's because if we fall short, we still land above average. If we shoot for the stars and land on the moon, we're still golden, right? So really quickly, I got a couple of announcements to make, man. I want to thank everybody who went out and grabbed this book over the weekend. Some of you guys actually got to hang out with Mikey in Atlanta. Some of you guys saw all the posting that we were doing, and we were trying to push this kid to become a #1 bestseller. And I will tell you, he is a bestseller. I don't think we got him to #1. The highest ranking that I saw last night was #5, right? And according to the statistics at Create Space, there is a chance that he could have gotten there, but there's the way they do their numbers. Sometimes we have to wait a couple days to see if he actually hit the mark. But I know for a fact he was #5, and there's the highest in one of his categories. He made top 10 in three different categories, guys. He's top 10. So he is a bestseller. We don't know quite yet, if he ever hit #1. But I just want to take this opportunity to say thank you guys, man. Some of you guys bought books for your kids, books for your grandkids, books for neighbors, and all of that stuff, man. And I appreciate that, man. And give me a quick testimony if you got a chance to hang out with Mikey in Atlanta, because I don't know if I don't know. When you hang out, when you meet the kid live, man, you just kind of hang around the kid. He's a funny little dude, man, but he's excited about life, man, and he is passionate about his dreams. And the thing about it is, we all were there. Where he is right now, we all were there, but somehow we've let life and the circumstances and the pressures of adulthood and all of that stuff, the system, the schools, it just sucked that out of us, guys. And I want to help breathe it back into you. I want to help breathe it back into you, because that child mentality, that child attitude, that I can take on the world and win, because kids typically don't know any better. I'm going to tell you this. They do know better. They just believe supremely that I know the task at hand is difficult, but I believe I can do it. We, on the other hand, as adults, get to a place where we believe the task at hand is greater than that which we possess, so we don't even go after it. Right? We have to get back to that childlike enthusiasm, that bright-eyed, bushy tail, that life is grand, life is mine, the world is mine for the taking mentality. And when you do that, I promise you, you will be surprised at what you can accomplish. I'm getting there and closer to that every single day. Right? And I want you guys to get there too. So I appreciate you for all of your support, all of your hard work, all of the shares and everything out that you've been doing to help the kid hit #1. But yeah, I know he was #5 in one category, 6 in 2 other categories. And then even the Kindle book got into the top 20. I think he was #16 in 2 categories. And so in 5 categories, he's top 20. And to be bestseller, you have to be in the top 100 in a category. And he's top 100. In fact, top 10 in 3 categories, top 20 in 2 others. So top 20 in 5 different categories. So extremely proud of the little dude, and we're just gonna keep grinding, keep pushing. Got a couple book signings coming up in Atlanta. So it's not that you can hit the #1 bestseller. You can only do that the first weekend your book launches. No, you can hit #1 at any time. So there's chances are he will definitely hit a number one. And then he was a number one new release. So he's competing to become number one overall in some of those categories with the Dave Ramseys of the world. And a lot of the books he's competing with, they're not child authors. He's competing with adults who write kid books on the subject of money and business and things of that nature. So I'm super proud of the kid for doing what he's doing. And this is only the beginning. There's no doubt in my mind he will be a number one bestseller, because this is a movement that's starting to take place throughout the nation, not just with him. You think about Christian the Truth Jones. You think about the book that Prince Dykes wrote on Wesley Learns to Invest, and now Wesley Learns about credit. Man, there's a movement happening with our children that's so amazing. And I think Mikey is going to be at the forefront of that movement with Christian the Truth, because he's a phenomenal speaker, and he's taking the stage with Les Brown and people like that. So there's something phenomenal happening in our children. And if you see that happening in your child, you want to get them books like Mikey's book, and you want to have them go to Mikey's website and start looking and things of that nature, man, so that we can support these kids and help push them to the next level. So appreciate that. Now let's get on to 3 reasons why network marketers should promote or brand themselves versus brand their companies. Let me just say this and tell you where I stand with network marketing. I love network marketing. I've been in network marketing for 20 years, right? Since I was about 19 or 20 years old, I joined my first network marketing company. I just love it, man. There's no other place, for the most part, especially not until here recently, but that you can literally go and start a business for a little to nothing, have the business support, have the business infrastructure all in place without you having to build that yourself, and literally take advantage of the tax code, because home-based businesses and network marketing companies are recognized by the IRS as legitimate businesses. I know a lot of people don't like network marketing companies, and they say if you're a network marketer, you're not a real business owner. I beg to differ, but we're not going to get into that argument today, maybe another time. But you can't tell me that a network marketing company, when you become an affiliate or you get into the direct sales industry with a network marketing company, that it's not a real business, because the IRS says it is. The IRS recognizes it as a real business. I think a lot of times people in network marketing companies don't operate as business. And that sometimes put a stain on the entire industry. Some of you guys right now have been following me for quite some time, and you know that I teach finances, but you don't necessarily know that it's through a network marketing company. And that's why we're doing today's show. Give me a thumbs up if you knew what I did, but you didn't realize it was from a network marketing company. And you know how I know? Because people in the same network marketing company that I'm in want to join me in what I'm doing, and they don't even realize we're in the same company, because I branded myself and not the company. So we're going to talk about that. I'm going to talk about that, why that's so critically important. And I know that's why I talk to a lot of people, and some people don't want to get down with Project 1000 because of the network marketing affiliation, but they don't understand there's difference between strategies and sales, and our company is strategy focused and not sales focused. That's why you don't really know much about the company itself that I'm affiliated with, because it's not about the company, it's about the strategies. So I teach the strategies all the time, right? So it's about the strategies and not sales. So 3 reasons that people should brand themselves versus branding the company. Now, I love the company that I'm with. It's Black owned. It's in the industry that we all need. When I talk about business, I do business coaching sessions with people, and people think about getting into business. One of the things that I tell them all the time is you need to get into a business that's in an evergreen industry. right? What are evergreen industries? An evergreen industry are those 4 or 5 industries that will never, ever, ever lose steam. Give you an example. Give me a thumbs up if you believe that 100 years from now, people still gonna be trying to figure out diet and nutrition. Give me a thumbs up if you think 100 years from now, somebody's still gonna be able to make money by selling a diet book or a diet program. Somebody's still gonna be making some money on selling some nutritional supplements, right? If you think 100 years from now that stuff is still true, that's what I mean by evergreen industry, right? That's what's called the evergreen industry. Give me a thumbs up if you think 100 years from now, somebody's still going to be doing a course on relationships. Somebody's still going to be doing courses on how to matchmake, how to find the love of your life, right? That's called an evergreen industry. People will always be trying to figure out relationships, right? That's evergreen. Give me a thumbs up if you think 100 years from now, somebody, there's going to be a new Richard Simmons. There's going to be a new Billy Blanks. There's going to be a new P90X. People are always going to be trying to figure out exercise, how to get the body to perform at its optimal level. If you think 100 years from now, that industry is still going to be here, that's an example of evergreen industry, right? How about financial education? Why do I know that that's an evergreen industry? Because they're never going to teach money in school. Never. They're never going to do it. They're never going to teach money in school. Because they're never going to teach money in school, there's always going to be a need for people like me to teach people how money really works. So this is an evergreen industry. So I love my company because it's a black-owned company in an evergreen industry, and the strategies flat out will make you a millionaire, whether you can sell a product or recruit, flat out, period. And there's not many companies that you can make become a millionaire in the network marketing industry, whether you sell, if you don't sell a product or if you don't recruit. That's what makes us so special. That's why we're so revolutionarily different than anything else out there. And even with all of that said, I still brand myself and not the company. Here's why. Number one, people don't join companies, they join people. People don't join companies, they partner with people. Everybody get that? It's number one reason that I think network marketers should brand themselves. And I should have did a caveat. You brand yourself first until you get to a certain level in a company. Then you can become like an ambassador for that company. But I think everybody should brand themselves first. People don't join companies, they partner with other people. Right? People don't join other companies, they partner with other people. Why is that so critically important? Because I can tell you all about the company and what the company stands for and represent. At the end of the day, you're going to base your decision to join. It's going to be 90% based on whether or not you think this individual, can help lead you to the next level. Right? I'm telling you, I can tell you everything about the company, but at the end of the day, you are going to join me based on how well I sold you on how I can help lead you through this company's compensation plan, strategies, sales, and all of that. So if you are not branding yourself so people know that you have what it takes to help them get what they want out of this thing, you're going to have a difficult time in network marketing. All right? You're going to have a difficult time in network marketing. People don't join companies, they partner with other people. What are you doing to set yourself apart from everybody else who's in the same network marketing company that you are in? And I teach my team this And just to give you a testimony where I am with this whole thing, I personally recruited over 100 people. I've got over 200 people on my team. and throughout the 2 years that I've been with this latest company, I've had over 350 people come through my organization. Some of them didn't stay, but that's the nature of the business, right? So people don't join companies, they partner with other people, right? What are you doing to set yourself apart from everybody else in your company to show people clearly that partnering with me is what makes the difference, right? Not just joining this company, partnering with me in this company is what makes a difference. That's what I think everybody should be aspiring to. Am I saying that you don't ever mention your company's name? That's not what I'm saying. I'm saying you should be making sure that people know more about you on the front end than they know about the company. That's what branding is. Branding is your message, and marketing is your ability to get your message in front of massive amounts of people who are looking for that message. So the brand is the message, right? Behind the company or behind the person. Marketing is your ability to get your message in front of people who are looking for that message. So I brand me, H Cortez, financial health mentor, business coach, financial coach, wealth strategist, me, right? I'm the guy who's going to teach you how to fix your money, right? Like Evan Jefferson says all the time, I fix broke, right? Now that's his line, but I too know how to fix broke, right? I do that. How do I do that? I do that through a company that provides me the resources to help you and me both accomplish that. Right? And one of the problems that people are having in this industry is that, yes, you should talk to your warm market about your company and your opportunity. You very well should, but don't expect your warm market to turn cartwheels to join you in your opportunity. Your warm market, for me, when I tell my team to talk to their warm market, that is a test for me to see if they got skin thick enough to sustain them in this industry. Because how many of you guys know your friends and family going to beat the crap out of you when you approach them with a network marketing opportunity? And I need to know is if you go through that beating and you still are saying, woohoo, yes, I'm going to be rich. I'm going to get my money together. Yes, we're going to make this thing work. After that beating, then I know I've got somebody to work with. I know I've got somebody to work with. Or out of the over 350 something people that have come through my organization, I have 2 family members, 3 family members active right now. 3, that's I would say 3 to 5 friends and family members, or friends, a couple of family members and 3 or 4 friends that knew me before I got in this opportunity. Everybody else came from me branding myself and my ability to market. So what people lose sight of, it's called network marketing for a reason. You have to get good at learning how to build networks and how to market. Calling friends and family is not marketing, y'all. Is it a necessary evil of the industry? Yes. You have to go through that fire in order to attain some success. Chances are most people have 1 or 2 people in their existing network that will follow them through hell with gasoline draws on, just because they have that kind of relationship, right? Most people have at least 1 or 2 of those kinds of people. So you can always call that person, they join my team, and they're going to say, man, what you doing now? All right, here's my credit card, and they're going to join. So you have to go through that to go ahead and get some momentum going. But you better learn how to build networks and how to market if you're going to have success as a network marketer. And in my opinion, you brand yourself more than you brand your company. Reason number 2, people don't stay with companies, they stay with companions. I'm going to say that again. Reason number 1, you should brand yourself more than your company is people don't join companies, they partner with people. Reason number 2 that you should brand yourself more than you brand the company is because people don't stay with companies, they stay with companions. I've got people on my team who've been on my team since day 1. I don't say day 1 because I wasn't that good when I first started. So not day 1, but since they joined, they've been on my team and we've just been working the strategies. They're not really doing a whole lot in terms of selling products or recruiting. But again, our business is strategy based. So you can work strategies and change your lifestyle. So when you say that when I say people don't stay with companies, they stay with companions, that brings me to another C word. And that word is called culture. So once you learn how to market, you will learn how to build networks, but the network don't stay together unless your culture is right. If you're not building and focusing and concentrating on building a culture around what you're doing, and I see my girl Angela on, and their team culture is freaking amazing. Over 1,000 people on their team because of the culture. See, people don't stay with companies, they stay with companions. And in order to get the people to build that companionship, you have to have the right culture. And what is the culture? Your culture has to be one of caring for the people that you are leading. Again, when we talked about network marketing last week, we talked a little bit about the difference between affiliate marketing, network marketing, and traditional businesses. Affiliate marketing is heavily dependent on metrics, right? You give me the numbers from affiliate marketing is all about conversion rates. I can look at opt-in rates. I can look at my conversion and I can say, hey, out of 100 people that see this particular post, 10 people opt in. That's a 10% conversion rate. Out of those 10 people that opt in, 1 people join. So that's a 1% conversion rate from those who see my marketing to those who join. Those are metrics. And all I have to do is say, hey, what do I have to spend to get 10,000 people to see this so that I can get 1,000 opt-ins so I can get 100 people on my team? That's metrics driven. That's analytical. That is affiliate marketing. Network marketing is relationship based. So when you build your network, that's why it's called network marketing. You have to build your network. When you build your network, then you have to build relationships, that companionship. You have to put in place the right culture of caring, of positivity, of upliftment so that people want to stay. People do not stay with companies, they stay with companions. Are you being companions with those who are following you, those who are joining your team, or are you seeing them as numbers, right? You guys remember the Roadrunner cartoons and things? And how did the Wile E. Coyote see the Roadrunner? Roadrunner is running down the street as fast as he can. What does Wile E. Coyote see? He sees a turkey on a platter. Do you look at people on your team and only see dollar signs? If you do, get out my industry, please. Because I love network marketing. So if you only see people as dollar signs, get out the industry, because people like you is what's messing the industry up for people like me. People don't stay with companies, they stay with companions. Are you being genuinely concerned about the well-being of the people on your team for whatever company you're in? Our company is financial education, so I am genuinely concerned about the financial well-being of each and every person on my team. I'm even still concerned about the financial well-being of the people who've quit, because I want them to win. I've got people who have joined my team and quit who still get mentorship for me, and I don't even charge them for it. Y'all heard that? I've got people who have joined my team and quit, and I still coach and mentor them, and I don't even charge them for it. Because I was genuinely concerned about their financial well-being before they joined my team. So why would I not still be genuinely concerned about their financial well-being after they left my team? It's a difference. It's a difference. Some people saw them as dollar signs when they came in, and when they left, they saw dollar signs leaving, and they just cut the relationship right there. Miss Clarissa says, me too, because you care. We want people to win financially, y'all. If I did not care, you wouldn't get all of this free information Monday through Friday on how to fix your finances. I don't hold anything back. You get the game plan every day. Whether you're doing something with it or not, I don't know. If you join the team, you just get more of it, and you get me to walk with you through it, and you get a more intimate type partnership. And you can tell me specifically, H Cortez, I've got 6 kids. I've got a wife and an ex-wife, and 2 of my children are with her, and I've got child support. So we get a real customized game plan when you join the team. But everybody gets the general game plan, because I want everybody to win, man. I want everybody to win. Let me read you something real quick. I didn't do my quote of the day, so I'll just give it to you real quick. Today's quote of the day is, you can make money or you can make excuses, but you can't make both. It's by my millionaire mentor, Mr. Brian Bean. You can make money or you can make excuses, but you can't make both. Brian Bean. Today's quote of the day is brought to you by Thornton Online Marketing. Guys, if you want to learn how to brand yourself and build your own website, I want you to stay tuned, because I'm about to put the link out. Not Thursday coming up, but next Thursday, we're doing a class on how to build your own website using Weebly, which is a free platform, and you can start the process of branding yourself with your own website / blog. I'm going to show you how to build it. It's going to be a 2-day course. Thursday, the next Thursday, day one, when we start on that Thursday, I'm going to show you how to build the website. You're going to get the recording of the training so you can go through it, go back and build it. You're going to be able to email me the link to your website so I can review it throughout the course of the week. And then the following Thursday, we are going to answer any questions or figure out if you had any snags and really put that whole thing together. And we're throwing a couple free courses, and you're going to get all of that for $97. Right? So if that sounds like something you want to participate in, stay tuned. I will put the link out today so that you can register for that course. But I'm going to show you how to build, I'll show you how to build your own website and blog, and show you how I use that to brand myself and my company, because who sponsors my website? My company and all the products that we sell. I'm going to show you how to do all that. Right? So now, book of the day. Today's book is Secrets of the Richest Man Who Ever Lived by Mike Murdock. Secrets of the Richest Man Who Ever Lived by Mike Murdock. And I don't know if you can see how battered and bruised and whipped up this book is, but I found this book, y'all. I found this book. I found this because, as they say, one man's trash is another man's treasure. And he's talking about King Solomon, and we know who the real King Solomon is, a type and shadow of, right? And he's talking about some things that we can learn from King Solomon and how he built and managed his wealth, right? So he says, this one, it says, Solomon loved people enough to involve them in his dream and future. It says, never underestimate the importance of people. We live in a busy, hurried world, and it is easy to get caught up in the whirlwind of busyness, tasks, and goals. But Solomon knew that you will never achieve a significant dream without the involvement of others. Guys, I can't become a billionaire without helping a few other people become mega millionaires, helping a few other people become decamillionaires, helping dozens of people become millionaires, thousands of people become six-figure households. And I'm going to tell you this is another good quote that I like. I don't know who originated the quote. And just know, when you hear me saying stuff, man, it's never original. It's never original. I'm just not good at remembering where I get this stuff from, right? But if your dream, if you can accomplish your dream by yourself, it's not big enough. If you can accomplish your dream on your own, it's not big enough to begin with. Thing is about people, y'all. It's about people. So 3 reasons network marketers should brand themselves versus brand their companies, right? Number 1, people don't join companies, they partner with people. Who are you represented as in the marketplace, so that people know that you are different from everybody else who is pushing the same company? How do you set yourself apart? Right? I have a lot of people who come to me and they say, I saw somebody else saying something similar to what you're saying. I don't know if you guys are in the same company, but I want to roll with you because I like what you're doing. That happens about once a week. Everybody else seems to be very cookie cutter, but I have a unique personality and I want to do things a little bit differently, but I like what you're doing. I think I want to roll with you because I'm a peculiar person, right? I'm set apart, and I let it be known that I'm set apart. Are you set apart, or are you cookie cutter, doing what everybody else is doing? People don't join companies, they partner with people. Who are you, man? Who are you, woman? That's what it's about. That's who are you? Some of you are being afraid to be vulnerable and let people know who you really are under your Facebook persona. And I'm going to give you a little clue. I want you to guys lean in. I want you to lean in. The people you're looking for will never join your Facebook persona. But those same people will join you in a heartbeat if they only got to know who you are. Are y'all listening? The people, let me tell Periscope, the people that you're looking for won't join your Twitter persona, but they join you in a heartbeat if they only knew who you really are. Do y'all get that? So stop with the phony copy and paste memes that everybody's, no. How do you think? What do you think about your company and its strategies? What did you see was missing from your company that you're going to be able to provide for your team? It's going to help them. Number one, people don't join companies, they partner with people. Number two, people don't stay with companies, they stay with companions. What is the culture of the team that you're putting together? Right? What is your team culture? One of our biggest things that we're focused on as part of our team culture is accountability. We understand that people have a problem being held accountable, and they also have a problem holding people accountable. So I have to tell them all the time, man, if I say something out of line, check a brother. Because I don't want to continue to go down the path of saying something out of line or doing something out of line as your quote leader. And everybody who joins my team, I ask for their permission. Do I have your permission to hold you accountable? You know why I have to ask permission? Because I'm the most non-confrontational person on this planet, man. My wife will tell you, would you kill that bug? Kill that bug. I'm going to grab it and throw it outside. I don't really want to kill it. And then every time it gets away, right? And now she's up all night worried that a mosquito's in the bedroom because I didn't want to kill it. I wanted to shoo it outside, right? That's who I am. So I ask for permission to hold you accountable. And if you give me permission, then I can say without feeling that I'm being confrontational, you said you were going to do this and you haven't done it yet. Is there something I can help you with to help you get it accomplished? Where are you stuck at? How can we work together to get this thing done? Do I have permission to hold you accountable? Right? And if you're on my team, you knew I put about 40 people on in the last 2 months or so. If you're on my team and you're on this stream and I haven't asked you that directly, I'm asking you now, do I have permission to hold you accountable? If you say you're going to be somewhere, we're having a team meeting. If you say you're going to do something, I give you an assignment. Do I have permission, if I don't see it done, to come back and say, hey, what's the deal? Right? So you have to create a culture that gets people to stay around. People don't stay with companies, they stay with companions. Right? And then number three, thank you, Bethany. Number three, companies close, people don't. Number three, companies close, people don't. Now, my company ain't going because we're a money company. I'm gonna tell you how see if you're concerned about network marketing because you've been in a network marketing company and that company closed, chances are because that company had a CEO that was drawing a big salary. Guess where our CEO draws his salary from? The compensation plan, like me. So if he don't go recruit today, he ain't gonna eat today. If he don't sell and move products today, he ain't gonna eat today. His business ain't growing if he ain't getting out, putting boots on the ground just like me. So we don't have a top-heavy company where the CEO, vice president, and the secretary and the executive board are all getting $1 million a year salaries. Everybody on the executive team, except for a couple people who actually work, are getting their money out of the compensation plan. Meaning they have to go do the same work that I have to do. Secondly, the company itself is a product of the product. Right? One of our 8 core commitments for my team is being a product of the product. Thank you, Bethany. One of our 8 core commitments of our team is being a product of the product. What is our product? Our product is financial education. So act and behave like you are financially educated. Our company is a product of the product. The product is financial education. Our company behaves like it is financially educated, meaning that a large percent of the profits are invested in the company's growing, whether or not anybody in the field is recruiting, because the company knows how to invest and get returns of 8, 10, 12, 18% rate of return on the money. So the company's revenue grows from the field and it grows from its investments, right? How many other network marketing companies have investments that are growing, or are they only growing based on your sales? So our company ain't going anywhere. But if you're not in our company and you're in some other company, just know that companies close, people don't. Companies close, people don't. I am a lifelong entrepreneur. Now, if I was in another company and I was concerned about that company closing, and I built my team and I infused into my team our 8 core commitments and our culture, and the company closed, you know what my team would do? I guarantee you, my team will look to me and say, Coach, what are you doing? And I'm going to look back at them and say, what the heck you mean? What am I doing? I'm going to keep getting this bread. I'm going to keep building my empire. And they're going to say, that's what I hoped you said, Coach. How we doing it? And we going to keep rolling. Because companies quit. People don't. If you're an entrepreneur, you're not going to quit. If you built a network, and in that network you have the right culture where you are concerned and you care deeply and genuinely about people, those people going to be right by your side if you have to go somewhere else because your company quit. Oh, sorry, Periscope. My tablet wasn't charged up, so we lost Periscope. Is that making sense to anybody here this morning? This is no disrespect to anybody. If you got your company's banner plastered all over your Facebook, I'm just saying, I think, this is my humbled opinion, right? That you should brand yourself versus branding your company. I think, this is my humble opinion, that taking that approach, or let me ask you this. Let me just ask you to get real with you. How has that approach worked for you so far? How has that approach worked for you so far? So far for me, my approach has worked to the tune of over 350 people totally recruited into my team, over 100 personally recruited by me for branding myself, being a genuine cat who loves people and wants to see people win in the area of their finances. And people say, man, whatever it is you're doing, I don't even know what the heck you do, man. But whatever it is you're doing, I want to be a part of it. They didn't say, I want to join that company, because they don't even know what company it is. They said, brother, I don't even know what you do, man. But whatever it is, I want to be a part of it. Because what is my brand? My brand is remember, the brand is the message. What is the message behind H Cortez? H Cortez is the one and only financial health mentor to the Black community, where I bring practical, proven wealth building strategies to working class men and women. That is the brand, or in other words, the message, in other words, the mantra of who I am and what I stand on. That's the brand, is the message. The marketing is your ability to get the message in front of the people who are looking for that message. And the degree to which you can do that is the same degree to which you will have success. Some of y'all are in a company right now and you are trying to bring people into that company with the company's message, and that's why you can't grow your business. People don't join companies, they join people. What is your personal brand? And then what are you doing to get that message in front of as many people as possible who are likely to receive that message? See, what some of y'all are doing is y'all are putting stuff on Facebook because y'all know it's 1.8 billion people on Facebook, 1.2 billion active daily users, and you're saying somebody has got to see this. And you're putting out a generic message that speaks to everybody, and because it speaks to everybody, it's really speaking to nobody. If you're on this stream right now, give me a thumbs up if you are a youth coach of some sort, mostly basketball. Mostly basketball. How many people have ever been involved in basketball, coaching youth sports in basketball? And ask me how you end up on my stream following me. Because I let it be known that that's a part of who I am. And if you ever want to get into target marketing, and we're going to do that in the online and the class on how to build your website. I'm going to teach you a little bit about targeted marketing. If you ever want to get into targeting your market, the first place you look is in the mirror. If you ever want to get into target marketing to figure out who will be receptive to your message, thank you, Bethany, who will be receptive to your message, look in the mirror. Because you attract people, you attract what you are. You attract what you are. So it's easy for me to let it be known who I am. I'm a husband, I'm a Christian, I'm a father, I'm a youth basketball coach, I'm a youth mentor, and I've attracted people to me who are those things. I can't tell you how many basketball coaches I have on my team. Because even without saying basketball, something in me resonates with those who are in that same field. Can't tell me, most of my team are fathers and husbands. Because I attract people like me and people like who I am becoming. That's how you target your market. Start by looking in the mirror. Who are you? But again, it goes back to whether or not you're willing to be vulnerable. And let people know that's who you are. See, a lot of people are still this perfect image on Facebook. Nobody's joining that because people sometimes tend to believe that I have to be that in order to have success in whatever company that you're promoting. Nope. Youth mentor, football. I'm telling you, Courtney, I have so many connections with people who are in that arena because they have some sense that we're connected that way. So I can go on a tirade about you and your fake, phony facade on Facebook, and not nobody that watches this show. This is for people who are watching the replay. You're putting a fake, phony facade out there, and nobody's attracted to it, and you wonder why. Because real people can sniff out phony in a heartbeat. And real people are trying to figure out how to partner with other real people to have some success. But you're putting out this phony facade, and that's why nobody's really resonating with you. That's why you're not making any connections. Because you're afraid to be vulnerable. You're afraid to be judged. And I'm not saying that's not a real fear. I'm just saying you got to figure out how to deal with that. I used to say get over it, but that's so wrong. You don't tell anybody to get over something because you just never know what they've gone through. But I will say figure out how to deal with it. Figure out how to deal with it. So I think that's enough for today, y'all. I don't have a hard stop, but I just think that's enough for today. So really quickly, just to recap, again, thanks everybody for going out and grabbing Mikey's book. We did push him to number 5. And in a couple of days, we'll know if he ever made it to number 1. Create Space says sometimes it takes 2 or 3 days for all of the true rankings to get out there. So we'll know if he made it to number 1. But the kid ain't gonna stop, man. There's a movement going on with our children, man. Get your children involved in that movement. If you want to give them an entrepreneurial nudge, then go look up youngbizkids.org. And that's kids with a Z, youngbizkids.org. And see if that's a good organization that you want your children to be a part of. I think it's $35 for an annual membership, and the kids get monthly classes online, and we just kind of help them, develop their voice in entrepreneurship. So definitely go check that out. But there's a movement going on with our children, and you don't want your child to be left behind, because college debt is at $1.6 trillion. And we're steady graduating college kids, especially black college kids who can't get work. So I can't get work to pay off the loans that I had to get this education. And now I'm going to be saddled with debt, forever, which means when I carry this burden of debt, then I have to take a job that pays less than I'm worth because I have debt obligations. And that's the game, y'all. That's the game. You guys know anything about sharecropping? I'm going to say this and we're going to end. You guys know anything about sharecropping? Really, really know anything about sharecropping? See, as a sharecropper, when the slaves were freed, they gave them the option to work a piece of master's land for themselves. But when you're newly released as a slave, you don't have anything. So what you have to do, you have to get everything you need from master. You have to borrow the tools. You have to borrow the seed. You have to borrow sometimes other field hands if you don't have enough children to kind of work the little land that you're working. And guess what? At the end of every year, you always ended up in the red. At the end of every year, you always ended up in the red. So next season, you had to borrow again to start the whole process over again. See, this system is designed that when you go to school and you acquire all that debt, you have the burden of debt, right? And you maybe get out and get your first job and they might be paying you a few dollars. So you go ahead and live what's called the American dream. You go out and finance you a car. You go out and finance you a house. Now you have debt obligations. Now you've been in your house 3, 4, 5 years and you've created what we call sentimental value in your home. Sentimental value, a certain attachment to the car and the status that the car brought. Then you lose your job. Now because you're burdened with the debt, you now have to go and take a lesser paying job just to meet your debt obligations. But that lesser paying job, the only thing it does is meet your debt obligations. And you can't save, you can't invest, you can't do too much beyond that. And now you're in what we call the rat race or the trap. And we ain't figured this thing out yet, man. We ain't figured this thing out yet. That's why I do what I do, man. I want you to figure this thing out. Entrepreneurship to me is the new retirement plan, because nobody's going to stay on a job long enough to retire from a job. So if you don't have a way to create some side money and take that side money and invest because you don't make enough money on your job to meet your debt obligations and invest unless you have some strategies, that's where Project 1000 comes in. We give you strategies to see some things clearly. I'm just saying, man, the game is wicked. but it becomes extremely fun when you really learn the rules and you learn how to play. When you learn the rules and you learn how to play, it becomes fun. But I tell you this, you can't play to win when you're playing on the wrong side of the tax code. You can't play to win when you're playing on the wrong side of interest. You can't play to win when you're playing on the wrong side of capitalism. Right? And that's what we help you understand. We help you get on the right side of interest, so you're not paying interest, you're earning interest. We help you get on the right side of the tax code, so you're not taxed as an employee or a laborer. You are taxed less as a business owner, investor, or a property owner. We get you on the right side of capitalism so that you are not playing the game on the side of capitalism as a consumer, but you're playing on the side as a producer. Because there's two sets of rules, and it depends on which side you play on that you can leverage both sets of rules. So with that, man, I am H Cortez, the one and only financial health mentor to the black community. This was fun. Hopefully you guys learned something. And again, I will put the link out for the class on how to build your website and my thoughts and how to do that. Plus, I will give you more details on the 2 free giveaways that you get along with that. This week also I have a special guest coming out on Wednesday. If you don't know, Sylvester Chisholm, brother started his business with a rag and a bucket, and now he has one of the largest detail shops in the St. Louis metro area. He's won Steve Harvey's Hoodie Awards 4 consecutive years. He's been recognized as one of the best detail shops in the nation. So he's going to be on the show on Wednesday. Tomorrow, haven't figured out what we're going to talk about tomorrow, but I'll give you another show tomorrow. So be on the lookout, man. I go live a couple times a day. So thank you guys for tuning in. Again, thanks for helping Mikey push to number 5. Could be at number 1. We'll see what Create Space is throughout the rest of the day as far as his rankings are concerned. Until I talk to you guys tomorrow, I want you to get your money up, because you absolutely can do it. Peace out, people.